Hello everyone, DungeonXX here back with another video. This time it's chapter 2 of the Conquest Lunatic. We're doing this instead of chapter 1 because chapter 1 is pretty easy and you should be able to figure it out by yourself. So right here we got two new units. We got Gunter and Jacob. If you're a male, you get Felicia. But I'm going to review both Jacob and Felicia. Not Gunter because you get him later and he's going to be a completely different level and stats wise. So I'll talk about then when you get him. So right now let's go talk about Jacob Felicia. So let's do that. Alright, so here's Jacob. Jacob is one of the first units you get for female Corn, and for a level 1 promoted unit, he has a respectable base stats, and his growth rates aren't bad. He has some good HP, skill, luck, and speed, with a below average strength growth. Being him promoted, he can actually get at level 15 Tonebreaker, which is a very useful skill for him, which take out mages. And also, if he can get up there, he can access S-rank staves. Or stave, which is basically the Bifrost, which can revive allies, which is very nice. However, he does have some bad sides in my opinion. First off is that his defensive resistance growths are a lot to be desired. They're not very good, and well, all the other two maids you get aren't that good either, so he can be a bit frail. Second is his mediocre strength and magic growth, which can be kind of troublesome during late game if you're still using him, since he'll turn out to be more of a rally bot and get left behind due to that. Another thing is, due to being promoted, he won't get like promotion bonus, which can be such as like extra skills and stats. This is all he's getting. After level 15, the Tonebreaker, that's it. He won't get anything else during the rest of the game, unlike Azura for some reason. Although, as a side note, his level cap is 40, and he'll get experience normally, which is a good thing since him being a pre-promote, that's really weird. His personal skill is a basic partner. If the avatar is leading unit, the avatar gets plus 15 damage received minus 3. Which is a nice bonus, which will help in the early chapters of the game. And it'll still help during the late game too. Now, his secondary classes, I think he shines the best. He has access to the Paladin Great Knight strategist. More of Paladin Great Knights is thanks to his strength growth actually being very respectable, unlike Felicia's, who's pretty awful and specializes in magic. I don't think he's specialized in magic much, so I go with strength. I like to go with Great Knight before Paladin due to the skills you get. Since he can use his skills effectively thanks to his rather good skill growth, and also due to getting very early, since him being a promoted unit, the game recognizes as a promoted unit, and he gets it very quickly. So after level 15 Tonebreaker, I recommend you second seal him to a Great Knight, and after 4 levels, at level 19, second seal again to Paladin and get a lot of skills, which is nice. Sadly though, even if you go with any of these classes, he'll still have bad resistance and defense, and he'll lose the ability to use stays, period. If you go Paladin Great Knight, but will still use strategist, but won't be using S-rank stats due to being cap of A. So that's all I have for Jacob. On to Felicia. Alright, so now we have Felicia instead of Jacob. You only get Felicia if you pick male Corn as your avatar instead of female. And for a pre-promoted class, she's not bad. She has some respectable base stats, except for defense, which goes along for the growth, since that defense is not going to go up anytime soon. Her class is Maid, which gets access to Tonebreaker and a skill that basically heals herself when she heals an ally, and you get Tonebreaker as early as level 15, which is very nice. Making her an anti-mage unit thanks to her good resistance and speed. She also has good speed and luck, which makes her very good for dodging, and has access to S-rank stave, which is the Bifrost, which can revive an ally, which is really nice during the last chapter of the game. And also her personal devoted partner is also pretty good. Plus 2 damage, minus 2 damage received is really good for the first few chapters of Conquest. And also can be really good if you still decide to use her for the rest of the game. Sadly though, if you go with just the main set, she has some cons. First, her strength, defense, skill, and HP are rather poor, especially with her strength, with the abysmal 20% strength growth, meaning that strength is really not going to go anywhere. And you should really just use the Flame Shuriken with the second you get it, which is in a chest, and you could actually entirely miss it, make her really not as useful later on in the game. And also, like Jacob, she won't get any promote bonuses in case you use Master Seal, due to her being already promoted. So she won't get any other skills. So after level 15, she's done with all her skills. However, this can be changed if you go to her secondary class, which are Strategist, Hero, and Bow Knight. Strategist is basically a magic and is better than the other two, Hero and Bow Knight, due to her already good magic, speed, and luck growth, and her pretty good resistance. She gets the skills very early on due to promoting, and if you go reclass her at level 15, level 19, she'll get all the skills from it, which is really nice. Same goes for Hero Bow Knight. But the hero gives Soul Axe Breaker, and Bow gives Rally Skill and Shuriken Fair. Shuriken Fair is nice, but there's a con, which is her poor strength growth from before, and that really kills it using her hero Bow Knight. Unlike Jacob, who actually had a decent strength growth, hers is poor, like I said, and that I really can't recommend using these two. And also, with the strategist one, like I said before, while she is good, she gets, in my opinion, gets outclassed by Elise, who you get a few chapters later, and she's pretty much best since she has royal blood and all that, and it really stinks. So I really can't recommend going with strategy hero Bow Knight. She can be a decent maid throughout the entire game, and she's definitely not unusable. I've used her till like the last chapter of the game, which is not bad. So otherwise, she's a decent unit, but I find Jacob to be much better, which is why I always use female Corrin. So with that out of the way, on to the actual map. Alright, with all that out of the way, we'll start off. So right here, before we even start, we have to look at the units. The only one that I feel like is worth looking is Rinka, who instead of having like a brass club, she has a thorn club, which is a 1 to 2 range weapon, and this Hoshiden, who has a Kodachi instead of like a regular bronze sword. So that's the only two that have like anything to keep note. These two are mostly the same with Kaze and Iron Shuriken. So without that, let's get started. So what I like to do is put Corrin here, activate Dragon Vein, which you basically where you're going to stay the entire time. Oh, and the game's a little freezing a little bit. So let's skip that. Now let's like to move all my units here. Jacob's going to tell him that he can heal. Yada yada yada. Know that. And let's move Gunter here. The reason why I'm not going to review Gunter because again way later and his stats are going to be completely different. So I'm not going to bother with him. I'll talk about it when you do get him. So alright, so you guys are coming at you. So what I like to do is have Gunter take out the first two Hoshiden samurais that come at you. So I like to keep this way. Let's see, check this guy's range. So I like to put him right here in the stairwell. I also like to put Corrin right next to Jacob, right here, and let them come at us. So Kaz is going to do his debuffing, yada yada yada. 3 damage, whatevs. He debuffs. Kaze and the samurai coming at him. Gunter will 1-round this guy. He gets 1 experience, which is not much. And he comes in, hits, and 1-rounds the guy. So there, we took out 2 of the samurai that comes at us. So now this guy's going to come in and strike Corrin. And this guy's going to come in and strike Corrin, and the samurai's going to strike. So I like to hit him, who's Jake. And Rinka's coming down. So what I like to do is basically I like to come and just take out Kaze immediately for all the extra bone XP that he gives. So that he dies. Corrin gets a ton of levels. And let's see the first level I get. And HP matches skill, speed, luck, advance. Wow, that's a really good one. I didn't get strength, but whatevs. Alright, so what next I like to do is I like to have Gunter come over here, take out this Oni Savage. Blah blah blah. Heal. Alright, so let's let them come at us. Doink. Doink. Alright. And she'll go right after Jake, so which is fine. Oh wow, I actually missed. That's actually not bad. So he should weaken Rinka enough for your Corrin or your Avatar, whoever you named it, to take out Rinka. So what I like to do is I like to go right here and go all the way and kill her. So there we go. There goes that. Alright, now Rinka's dead. You get a lot more experience too, since these two are technically the bosses, so you do get a lot more experience, and you should get another level up. HP, strength, speed, whatevs. And let's do another heal for Jacob. I'm gonna let my Corrin kill the last guy. So let's let him do his thing. He's going to attack us. Well, boom. Not much. The biggest main threats are out of the way. So let's see how much damage. 16. All right. A pair of Gunter and oh yeah, shoot. That's the next chapter. So it's like Corrin just hit him. Boom. I just want to give as much XP to my Corrin since Jake's not gonna come at us in the next chapter. I just want to get. What I'm saying is I just want to get as much XP to Corrin. So let's end this. And let's go hit me again. Well. Healing. And let's end this chapter with my Orin killing him, ending the chapter. Alright, next chapter is going to be chapter 3, and I'll see you then.